defensive headache a week ago, nearly hitting 200 yards receiving. It's the Texans and the Panthers, and it's coming up next.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his... season in the league.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
The numbers for Sanders last week, 17 carries, 78 yards.
It's been a strong season for him thus far, sitting currently 7th in the NFL in rushing. He gives their offense really good flexibility because if he's gashing a defense, they can ride him to an early lead. But if the defense sells out to stop him, that opens up their passing game.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Young. And his throw is incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They interplay 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. On first down, here's Stroud. And that's caught inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They're sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And they'll get it up just short of 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Oh, it's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Now a first down throw for Young. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And you look at the defense for these Texans. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Young on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. This is taken at about the 14. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on 3rd down now. And that will be incomplete.
If this is what you want to see from a defense, give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ready? It's Young on 1st down. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Ready. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Texans at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'd have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic get to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ready.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Check white.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Ready. Ready.
Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him try to come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Short pass caught by Henry. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Young now. And Sharp pulls it in. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
On the ready.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Stroud. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, 34 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Luntz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. That throw by Young incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. Shotgun snap and then to give to Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another run with Sanders. A nice little juke. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Young. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down the coast. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
He finds his target, Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
1st down, Texans.
It's Eckler again. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Jadeveon Clowney wants a member of these Texans there on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready!
Throwing now is Stroud.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. With Sanders on first down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward, a gain of 4.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
97.
2nd down, Young. Left side here to Sanders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Come on, set. Black shot. Set.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
Smith, red. Yellow, line, check white, switch, yellow.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Got it.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Rail, yellow. Set.
Young to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. To throw, Young. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Once again with Sanders. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Miles
Sanders. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Completion there. He's hitting on fewer than half it. In this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Come on, come on.
3rd and goal, Stroud. And Cooks hands it over the middle. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
A gain of 6 yards brings up 4th down and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play with the score.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
C.J. Stroud. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was C.J. Stroud who finished off that drive with the touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Black Ultra.
First down, Young. Short pass caught by Henry. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Young. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Green, blue, check. Black block.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ready?
To throw on second down is Young. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise, I knew he was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. It's Young on first down. Open man is Duvernay. And he gets this from inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hunter Henry, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans back out there and ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On first down, here's Stroud. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Going deep here for Allen. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career,
Fantastic.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here now, 2nd and goal. Stroud. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans are able to move back in front. Lutz with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
31. Panthers 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So now Young and the Panthers down 31-28. 2:05 to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. First and 10, Young. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now here's a throw that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Set, ready.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you got to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw with Stroud. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free.
That one's incomplete.
Let's go now.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let's go.
Stroud looks to throw. And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up throwing the football, just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing up his accuracy.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat. And there he is again already, his second touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. At time, a huge factor. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. And Young's throw there incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's Young. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
That throw by Young incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
Come on, set, check White.
Young to throw on 4th. Connects with Duvernay. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now Young. He's got Mingo. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Left side here to Sanders. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Young to throw. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo.
On the ball.
One last shot for Young. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board.
Yeah. All right, I got him. Instead, look, yeah. Full court press or full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck and smoke or any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and cheese like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach. They was hot then, now they cold.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spend it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Keep it G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from Nola, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm balling relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I said, been with the ones in your city. We make movies, we all the way with it.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
I told the people, yes, I'm him. I did the impossible, but I'm not Kim. Gotta be by the escalator. I'm on the rim, hit the butter with a bitch. We gon' study this film. I ain't gotta say nothing, ain't always for real. Country, trying to give me your meal. You want you some balance, you got you a deal. Mr. Bushwick, Bill, tell me how you feel. No, I'm not from Dallas, but yes, I'm a cowboy. We them boys. We making loud noise. Stay fresh today, I be looking like a house. Got a defensive line that'll make them sit down. Feel like a D-lineman, but still make a touchdown. Beat them in their hometown, I ain't here now one time. I've been a big bully since I was on the playground. I'm all grown up and I still don't play around.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Real.
Don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up, like, ooh, I got her, and yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down, all sookie now, get her.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Our spotlight is on Michael Pittman. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching a century.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Richardson to throw off play action. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. These 2 teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards. So a 1st and and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's the second time in this opening drive alone that he's dropped a pass. We know that that can't continue, but they got to determine what it's about. Is he just super amped for the game and maybe he'll settle in, or is his focus just not there?
On second down, it's Taylor. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Come on. Hey.
First down, Indianapolis.
Again, it's Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And they'll hand off to Hull. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 26. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Third and 1, Richardson to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. First and 10, Taylor now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They give to Taylor out of the gun. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Here's Richardson to throw. This is going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1 with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit. Good-naturedly, but they're letting him know you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago. 12 carries, 83 yards.
And while he may not verbalize it, in his mind, going up against this defense, one of the worst rush defenses in the league, he's thinking 200-plus in this game.
2nd down and 8. Stroud to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. Now Lutz for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Partner, like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good, as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Here's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Taylor, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Stroud sets up the play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Richardson looking to throw. And going right back to Pittman.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Roll, check, no.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So if you can play defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
Nifty. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3.
Texans 3.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 1st downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And a return across midfield. And yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Richardson. Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now it's Richardson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jelani Woods, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 5-yard line.
Check smash, check smash. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. On the ball, on the ball.
Stroud. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Shot alert, shot alert, alert, alert. Bronco switch.
On first down, Richardson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Will Anderson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
Hey, roll, smash, check. No.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And some space here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Gay is on for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And the half will begin with a touchback. C.J. Stroud ready to lead the Texans on their next drive.
And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over.
Here's a diving catch right side. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
On the bootleg, Stroud.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Quiddy Pay. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the Colts 1-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's Stroud.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Pierce. Touchdown, Houston.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And the lead is down to 24. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down.
His throw incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. The Colts send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 23.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains.
Come on, come on. Set. Go street. Mustang 19. Ready.
Now Stroud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here goes Stroud again. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
Flushed out right. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Rolling to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Richardson looking to throw this. Pass complete. He's got Woods streaking across the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
24-yard gain on the play. First down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Houston. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A gain of 7. First down, Colts.
Now Hole.
And now off to the races down the right side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And now out comes Houston.
Now this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 40.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
He finds his target, Allen.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Houston. Keenan Allen, 75 yards.
And the Texans get a bit closer.
Luntz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
41. Texans 23.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Colts coming out now.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
They run on first down.